new project called Everlasting.
Yes.
And I am so glad you're here to do this. First of all, I'm a fan, and then when I found out about this project, I knew it was perfect for me and my audience.
Thank you.
How do you choose the songs for something like this? How many do you go through?
It's a daunting process, you know, because I looked for songs for about 7 or 8 months, just listening. About 800 songs we went through. Because they're all great.
800?
You know, there's so many great ones to pick from, and it's really just comes down to narrowing it down to the ones that kind of fit together and make a record, you know?
Yeah. My old boss, we were talking about Stevie Wonder, her old boss. When I was a young stand-up comic, I went on the road for many years with Aretha.
You did?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Best gig
God.
ever. That's the gig, Martina, where you do your stand-up, and then instead of taking off your tux or your suit, you just go in the wings and watch Aretha every night. You cover something of hers?
I did. We did Do Right Woman, Do Right Man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Have you ever met her?
I've met her once.
Really?
Actually, I did it a few years ago. I was really honored to be part of a group of amazing women to honor her by opening the Grammys with an Aretha tribute. And she was watching at home, I found out later. And so she played the Ryman in Nashville. And I went to her show. And from the stage, she said, "I understand Martina McBride is here tonight. I hope she comes back and visits me in my dressing room after the show." I immediately burst into tears.
Wow.
I was just so overwhelmed that she even knew who I was. That's big.
Yeah, she's the queen. How did you decide to do this project? Is it something that you've always wanted to do? Or?
It is. It's something I've always wanted to do, and you know, I just felt like this is the right time to do it. You know, sometimes you just have to listen to that little voice that says, "This is what you want to do, right?" Yeah. Well, then you should do it. So.
Yeah. What came out better than you expected? Because I know you chose all these songs. What at the end did you say to your husband? Whoa, who would have thunk it?
Well, you know, we did a version of What Becomes of the Brokenhearted, the Jimmy Ruffin song, and I think it came out really great. It's very grand and stately, and those lyrics are so emotional, and so I'm really happy with the way that one turned out.
Well, you went deep. Your R&B cred. David Ruffin was the Temptations' lead singer. Jimmy Ruffin was his brother. McBride went deep. She went deep on him. Do you remember R&B songs that you grew up listening to?
Yeah, my dad was a huge Ray Charles fan, so there was a lot of Ray Charles in our house, and Etta James.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, when I was growing up, my family used to argue about whether Ray was R&B or country.
Well, that's interesting because, you know, he was an artist that really transcended all genres, and he just made amazing music, and you know, everybody loved it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, Ray and the Raylettes.